Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the PFL YouTube channel. And tonight, we've got some more PFL Europe First Division action. We've got 3 games coming your way. I am super excited to bring them to you. I am Rhino. You can find me on all my socials at RhinoCasts11. It's a pleasure to be with you this evening. We've got some big pro clubs action. So let's just take a look first at the First Division table. It looks something like this. Team Empire sat at the top. Only 2 losses on the season from 25 games played. They are absolute machines as it stands. Team NUI just below them, and actually improved record with 1 fewer loss, but 4 draws in that list as well. Means that it's a little bit more tricky for them to be able to get to that top of the table. Then just below them, it's FTW. We will see them a little bit later on tonight. 18 wins, 3 draws, 3 losses, also going very well. And for Famalicao as well, another good team that we will see shortly. 18, 3, and 4. Now, I keep saying things about people we'll see shortly, people that we are going to pay attention to, and that is because exactly that. We will be seeing them on your screen very shortly. Let me just bring those games up. Here you go. Today's games from first to last. We have FC Famalicao taking on Capacitanes. Capacitanes is what I'm going with. If I'm wrong, then please correct me. Team NUI take on Team 7 at 22 the hour. And our last game is a top-of-the-table clash. FTW play against UP Fluminenses. Should be an absolutely huge game. Now, we have been waiting for Famalicao to get themselves ready. We hope that they will be ready to go soon. As soon as they are, we will let you know. But we do have the team from Capacitanes, as this will be our first game. And of course, as I mentioned, Capacitanes not having the best season so far. 6 wins, 2 draws, and 15 losses on the season so far from their 23 games played. They are looking to improve on that today, and this is the team that they are looking to do that with. In goal, they're going to have Brian Castillo, and they're going to be running a 3-1-4-2 with Jorge Natales, Bestia, and Antonio Guerrera in the centre-back roles. Jesus Jr. will be taking up that CDM position, and then it will be Jab, Francis, Raul, and Sammy in that middle, and then 2 strikers of Biri and Pabs. Now, as I mentioned, we do not have the team as it stands for Famalicao, but it looks like the teams are currently conversing. They are about to be ready to go with the game, and once they are, we will bring that live to you. We will then be able to bring you the other action from around the day. So let's just let's head back to our lineup for today, and let's just talk a little bit about what we have on the docket. First game, as I mentioned, Capacitanes versus Famalicao. It's a team performing a little bit poorly this season. However, once they start to improve, imagine they would be playing very well against the Famalicao side. 18 wins, 4 losses, 3 draws across the season. They have not lost in their last 5. They're going to look to continue that. Second game is Team NUI versus Team 7. Team NUI 21-4-1 on the season as it stands. But Team 7 going strong as well. 14-4-7 gives them a 6th place position in the league. Team NUI though, 5 wins from 5. In their most recent games. Team 7, 4 wins from 5. A loss in the middle of that group. And then at the end of the day, it's 3rd place takes on 5th place. As FTW in 3rd take on Fluminenses in 5th. FTW 18-3-3. Fluminenses 14-6-3. But for now, we need to get back to this screen because the game is about to get underway. Capacitanes versus Famalicao. The 2 teams are loading up. And I have just been hit by a devastating advert. So let's see if we can See if we can find a stream which does not have an advert, but it looks like that will not be happening. But we'll get you into this game as soon as we possibly can. And it looks like we will be able to in just a moment. So your first game of the day is Capacitanes Esports versus FC Famalicao. And it's live. 22 players in the lobby. Things getting ready to get underway. And there's nothing I can do about that Twitch Turbo ad. So here we go. It's FC Famalicao shooting right to left. Capacitanes in the red shooting left to right. It's an early long ball over the top. Sammy does something, but Dreze going to be able to collect. Passes back to Chisato, and now this is Taziek working through. Pabs has been able to intercept, but that's a big challenge, and it will be actually a free kick to Famalicao. This is Joe on it. Taziek turning outside, going to Troyer. Into Dreze, back to Taziek, looking for the near post. Brian Castillo down well to make the block. Let's see if this continues. Ball in from Nayshaw will be headed away. And now Capacitanes, they might have an opportunity here to move forwards. As now this is Pabs working inside. It's still Jab. Now looking for that through ball across. Will be collected by Famalicao, and there's room on the right-hand side to work as Joe Burrow, of course, taking a night off from his quarterback duties at the Cincinnati Bengals to play right wing for Famalicao tonight. It's going to work back, though, to Marino. And now to Bastia. Marino again. Jab's made some room. Through ball down the left channel is very nicely done. A bit of a flip-flap from Pabs, and that will be easy for Gonzalo to collect and start to move away from. Now that ball over the top will be headed down by Bastia. And Capacitanes, after a little bit of a surprise from Famalicao early on, they have been able to settle well as this ball goes back to Nuga, across to Luca, who's playing a centre-back position today as Luca. Normally we see him up top. Nayshaw, hang on a moment, looking for Dreze. Dreze's been able to maintain possession, but not for long enough. And now Antonio Guerra can send this away onto the left side. It's for the through ball. Beery does enough, and Beery's got some room to work in that left wing position. Looking for that through ball now. It's Pabs' chipped ball. It's not gonna find its home. And that will be a goal kick for Famalicao. Now this is Taziek into Dreze, into Nayshaw. Nice football by Famalicao. We've come to expect this from this team. Ball to Gui as Joe now collects on the right-hand side. Taziek. Oh, has he been fouled there? I think he might have been. Ref lets it go. And now Capacitanes, they have a chance moving on the left. They will actually decide to go back to their defenders and recycle. Don't mind that option. Bastia looking to Antonio Guerra. Inside to Rolito. This is once again really nice play from Capacitanes. A ball roll in the middle to get away from a defender, but pass isn't locked in. Marino, though, gets in front of Nayshaw. So now this is a chance, but Nuga does just enough. But hang on a moment, he's given the ball away. That's Leao on that far side, and he's just trying to keep the ball. No options really for him, and for Famalicao, he survived a bit of a scare. This is Taziek. Now Nayshaw down the right-hand side. Nayshaw cuts inside. I think that player was going to be offside. Marino will still collect the ball and clear. So as far as NGK. Starts looking for Chisato inside the centre circle. Chisato into Nayshaw. Nayshaw now on the left to Troyer. Troyer. Oh, just about beats his man. Goes byline inside to Nayshaw along the floor. And it will be a corner. It looks like it will not be Nayshaw to take it. As Taziek goes out for the in-swinger. Right foot. Here it comes. Looking for the goal, actually. Looking for the near post. It will be another corner. Another opportunity. This time, Nayshaw lining it up. Looks to stay on it. Ball to the centre circle. Headed away by Leao. Back out to Troyer. Headed down by Bastia. But Nayshaw still has the ball. Looks for the ball into the back post. Headed away by Marino. And it's headed on by Rawlito. And now there's a counter-attack on for Capacitanes. Liao, left side, needs a heavy touch, I think, but will decide to go alone instead. Header down. Oh, it's almost there from Bila. And now there's another chance. Capacitanes, though, they need to work quickly. This is now Jab. Chipped ball to the left side. Famalicao will deal with it. Send it clear. And now this is Nashor. Step over. Oh, tries the through ball. Marino, he plays it right into the path of Dreze, though. Now this is Taziek. Ball roll towards the back post. Cleared away. Headed down by Chizato. Gui into Taziek. Taziek across to Chizato. Chizato now to Taziek. Looking for that first time through ball. And it won't happen. 35 minutes gone in this game. Still 0-0. Defense is on top for the moment as this ball finds its way out to Nuga. Back in to Luca. Back across to Nuga. Now it's Gui into Nashor. Corner of the 18-yard box. Ball to the back post. Troyer's got in front of his man, but it's not good enough. The defense stands strong again for Capacitanes. Ball out to the left. Headed on. Either a team in red. Looking for that long ball. Beery actually able to pick it up and finds the header to Jab. Oh, Jab just doesn't get the pass right and Chizato can pick it off. Nashor has 4 men in front of him. Taziek gets brought to the ground. And that will surely be a yellow card. And he's being called over here. And I would imagine that's exactly what it was. Pabs is now in the book for Capacitanes. Be careful now, has Pabs. As Chizato turns out nicely. Through ball onto the left wing. Troyer, man at the back post, but it's along the floor. Brian Castillo can actually get across to make the save. Gonna look for that. Ball to Marino immediately. Now the long ball through the middle of the pitch. Headed down by Famalicao. And now there's room on the right to work for Nashor. A couple of ball rolls will feed Joe Burrow. Looking for that quarterback back pass to the back post. It's not going to happen. And that header is nice. Leao gets past the man. Pabs chasing after this one, but Luca gets there first. Looking for that long ball. And that will do it, actually, for the half. 45 minutes gone, 45 to play. Capacitanes and FC Famalicao, 14th and 4th respectively, currently playing a 0-0 game. There will be no substitutes. There will be no changes. It will all be about how these two teams can show up in the second half, make it work for them. And I wouldn't even like to say which team actually currently has had the better chances. There's not been a lot of goal-mouth action. Famalicao have had a couple of corners, but nothing's really led to anything, which is fascinating to see at this level. We'll see if it changes in the second half, as there's only 5 seconds left of half-time. And we'll be getting back into the game very shortly indeed. Here we go. Kickoff for the second half. Capacitanes and FC Famalicao. Capacitanes in the red kit. Kicking right to left. Famalicao in their all-white kit. Kicking left to right. There's a quick play over the top. It's now going to be Troyer on the left into Nashor. Nashor had a man forwards. Decided to wait for it. And now instead will go to Dreze. But he's been tracked all the way there. As this ball goes over the top on the wing, and it will go straight out of play. Thrown for Famalicao. Immediately taken down the wing. Dreze fighting with his man, and actually it's going to be Sammy to bring it away. As this now is Jab. Out to the left to Marino, who barely looks forwards for a moment. Decides to go back instead. And now this is Troyer into Dreze, into Chizato. Chizato keeping the ball moving over to Gui, as now looks inside, but there's a man right in front of him. Now this is Sammy on the right wing. For that ball into Pabs. Pabs finds a nice pass back to Jab. And hang on, Sammy's got a chance here. And GK able to send it away. And we'll see if they're able to get anything more done. As this ball in. It will be Chizato now looking to clear it away. Down the right, and Taziek on the right-hand side. It's Dreze looking to work into the box. Jinking left and right. Taziek not able to do anything, as this is now Bastia clearing it away. And it will be Troyer to take this throw. And I have been told that our second planned match has got underway. So what will likely be happening is we will be bringing you the second half of that game once this game has finished. Biri tries to take a shot there. It's actually going to go out for a corner. And Capacitanes, they are really scaring Famalicao right now. You'd imagine Famalicao thought this was going to be an easy match. That's a bullet header. It's still in the box. It needs to be cleared. And eventually, someone from Famalicao does put their foot through it. But it's another corner for Capacitanes. Here it comes towards the edge of the box. Keepers all day long. Gonzalo now tries to get the quick counter. But hang on a moment. Maybe it's all gone wrong. Luca able to send it clear. Is Nashor onside? Oh, keeper's come a long way. But I tell you what, he's made it work. He has been able to throw that one out for a throw-in. Taziek picks this one up into Joe Burrow. And Taziek will win it back. It does get pulled back. And this is a very dangerous free kick opportunity. Another man in the book for Capacitanes. Easily out. Nashor potentially looking for an outside of the boot. Just getting around the wall. But the wall brings reinforcements in. That's going to make that a lot more difficult to do. So Nashor now has something a bit different to consider. Will put a low-driven one in. It will fall to a teammate. Oh my goodness, Troyer so close. But Brian Castillo picks the ball up and tries to get Capacitanes on a quick counter. Got players out to the right-hand side. We'll use them now. Sammy plays it forwards into Jab. Goes to the byline. Cuts it back. Cleared away by Luca. The man we're so used to seeing up top for Famalicao has taken his position in defense well. Ball in from Capacitanes. Cleared away by Troyer. Header won by Famalicao, but it's picked up by Francisco. Biri, who was on the corner, has three Famalicao players around him, and he's done well to win a throw-in. As now Biri plays it inside immediately. Chisato right there, and Troyer gives it back to him. Now Taziek. On his left has Troyer. Will use him. Troyer cuts back, looks for that long switching pass, and it will be won by Famalicao. Joe Burrow, right wing, into Nashor, tries to cut inside. Francisco sends it away. And now this game is getting very stretched indeed. It's counter-attack after counter-attack as Sammy on the right side. Inside to Raul. Biri. Jab. Back to Raul. Into Pabs. He might still have a chance. This one's going to find its way out to the right. It's Biri. Trying to work inside. Back post. Collected by Gonzalo in goal. And for Famalicao, they survive another dangerous Capacitanes attack. But here's another counter-attack. Nashor. Roulette. Back post. Troyer can't get up in time. That's a nice touch by Pabs to find Raul looking for that through ball on the right. But Luca comes across beautifully to clear that away. Has Troyer. Now Troyer. Oh, can't get past Sammy. Sammy now. Ball roll. Works back. Capacitanes is doing a really nice job of recycling the ball when they don't see something in front of them. And they do see something in front of them now. Through ball. Through to Pabs. It's a 2-on-1. Can he find the player at the back post? No, he goes for goal. And he hits the post. That's the closest either team have come to this one. And that through ball is not going to find its way through. Capacitanes somehow have not opened the scoring. It was close. It was close, sorry. It just has not yet. And now this is Pabs on the right-hand side, but it will be a free kick. As now, it looks like we're a little confused as to what's going on here. It has been a yellow card for Famalicao. This ball to the back post. It's going to be Pabs! It's saved by Gonzalo! And Capacitanes, two great opportunities, one after the other. They do not happen for them. And Famalicao might capitalize. Ball down the right-hand side. As now this will be into Marino. Marino plays it back to Bastia, and Famalicao, they look like they're getting a little bit anxious. This is now Troyer into Chisato, into Gui. Taziek. Nashor. Now this is Nuga into Joe Burrow. Cuts inside. He's got two to beat. He can't beat either of them. Bastia will be able to clear it. Oh, actually, there's a chance here. He's through on goal. Surely this is going to be it for Capacitanes. Biri is brought down in the box. It's a penalty. And it's surely a red card as well. And he's off. That's Luca. He's been so good all game. Can Capacitanes make the most of this? Of course they can. Top left corner. Capacitanes Esports. 14th in the table. Could be on the verge of a huge upset here in PFL. Luca has been sent off in centre back as well. And that was just some unfortunate timing, some unfortunate spacing from Famalicao. Didn't think the player was through. Biri did well. And now Famalicao, their heads are gone. They're starting to make tackles. They really shouldn't. It's a second red card. Straight red for Taz. 11 men play 9. And Famalicao, well, what do they do from here? Do they concede again? Pabs has a chance. Pulls it back. It's Biri with some footwork over the bar. And this is a huge victory in the context of the season for Capacitanes. Only 6 wins before today. Nayshaw still trying to get a goal for Famalicao. They're just getting crowded out, and that one's going to go out for a goal kick. 2 added minutes. Will not be long enough. And that will be that. One more play maybe from either of these teams, but no one before a ball was kicked today would have expected Capacitanes to be able to beat Famalicao in this way. Is Pabs onside? It looks like he is. Working the channels, trying to cut back. Right there is Chisato clearing the ball away. That should do it. That is the full-time whistle. Capacitanes beat Famalicao 2-0. And the reason that I am rushing away from it is because we have got to start this next game. Which, of course, as you can see in front of you, is Team NUI versus Team 7 Esports. And that has already got underway. So let me bring you right to that action right here and now. 28 minutes through this game between NUI and Team 7. Team 7 kicking from right to left in a white shirt, grey shorts. And now, left to right is the other team. Team NUI, of course. And this is now a reminder that we have the situation where we have position 2 playing position 6. Team NUI currently second in the table. Team 7 currently in 6th. That's a wonderful ball over the top. Ricardo has a chance. Roulette inside. Pass to Panino! And that is why they are second in the table. Bosch into the top right corner. That's going to be that, as we have had a question. Are they trialing people out or something? I recognized a lot of names in that team, I can't lie. Troyer, Dreze, Luca, Nayshaw. I recognize pretty much everyone. Gonzalo, the goalkeeper, I think that was pretty much their first 11. Maybe a couple of people not the same. Luca in defense was certainly interesting. But oh, yeah, it could have been position roulette. Yeah, that is very true. The team was very similar. Is this one now played over the top? It's Coutinho sending it away. Crocodile, very nice name. Finds Joker, and this is Team 7 trying to get back into this one, but they've given the ball away. And now this is the goal scorer, Panino. Out to the left-hand side, Diego. Working inside, ball to the back post. Header won by Ricardo. Oh, but Thor is offside. It was lovely football from Team NUI. We've come to expect nothing less from the team that are 5 wins from 5. There is nothing that can be done about that. As they now try again. Diego, left-hand side. Shelton, I think, has been able to get through, but a heavy first touch means Putu is going to be able to get this game back underway. There's a throw-in now for NUI. NUI, for that long throw, will be headed away by Team 7, and Lucas will collect it. Now to Libas. Libas Wonderful threaded through ball to 24. Ghost to the back post. The header won by Ricardo. And Noisy with the save. That will bring us to half time. And that gives us a moment to catch our breath. Here are the teams for your second game. Team NUI versus Team 7 Esports. It's 2-3-1-4-2 formations as El Among Us Jimenez is in goal for Team NUI. Conguitos, Nutos, and Laicano centre backs, with Zacco in CDM. Dieguito, Marco, Guard, and Adratude are their midfielders. Thor and Pat are their two strikers. Over on Team 7, it's Putu in goal. Pedro, Plosive, and Joker, three centre backs. Soars, Lucas, Libas, and Crocodile, and 24 Ghost making the midfield, as Capodi and Goat Conkus are your strikers. Only 7 seconds left then of this half time, and we can get back into the game. There we go. Team NUI 1-0 up at the break after a wonderful goal scored for them. We'll see if they're able to get any more. And this is the goal scorer there, Panino in the green. Of course, Team NUI kicking right to left in their all blue strip. Team 7 left to right in white shirts, grey shorts. Now this is Crocodile. Finds inside to Goats. Lucas now has Soars on the inside. It will be cleared away. Looking for Panino. It will be headed back to Team 7 as Lucas now finds Libas. Out to Joker. Joker into 24 Ghost. Joker to Crocodile now. Capodi. Soars looked to get through. Just couldn't do so. Panino can't get past Plosive. Now this is Libas. Just taking a moment. Team 7 do need a goal back. They do need to find something. Joker into Libas. Back to Plosive. And now Pedro. To the left side. Soars plays it back to Pedro, who goes across the line to Plosive. Plosive now working out to the left. And this is Soars. Oh, it's a great challenge by Laicano. As now Ricardo gets this one long. And actually, Panino might have a chance here. The goalkeeper is quickly off his line, but he's not put that out of play. Team 7 must maintain possession here, and they do. Capodi tries to play it back to his defence, but the goat is there. As now Pedro works inside to Libas, and now Soares. It's been a better second half for Team 7. But NUI, their defence still too strong. As Guard. Long ball over the top on the right-hand side. Ricardo, bad first touch. Will win a throw-in on that far side, though. What can Ricardo find? Plays it down the wing. It's Plosive. Gets cut out right there and then. And this is now Ricardo. Gets brought down maliciously. Ricardo still has the ball. And eventually the ball will be brought back. It's a yellow card for Team 7. And NUI have a chance to double their lead here. Let's see if they can do it. I think this is Panino now on the ball. Box flooded with Team NUI players, and here it comes. Looking for the ball in. Oh my goodness, it's beaten everybody. No one's locked onto that, and it will be out all the way over for a Team 7 throw-in. Taken quickly and cleared long. Header by Laicano. Guard gets beaten, and now this is Goat Gonkus working inside to Libas, and Goat's got it back. Now to 24 Ghost. Crocodile. Back to Joker. That through ball not going to work out. Shelton able to make the block. Now the pass out wide to Laicano. It's Yahib. Into Thor. Now into Dieguito. Touch there by Thor to put it in the path of Papinho. Guard. Ooh, can't get past Goat. And now Crocodile. Working through. This is Goat again. Looking for that pass to 24 Ghost. Who manages to get past a couple of tackles. And that's a cynical foul. That will be brought back for a yellow card after this play, you would think. But hang on a moment. NUI might have been able to make it work for them. Ball out to that right-hand side. Lucas able to prevent that from getting any further. Soares Has a man down the left, and Ricardo with a tactical foul. That's another yellow card. Maybe there's going to be more people on the pitch who haven't been carded than have after this half. 70 minutes gone in this game between NUI and Team 7 Esports. Crocodile into Libas. Out to the left to Soris. Now the ball towards the back post. Cleared away for the moment as Thor takes it clear. Lucas drops it down. Pedro into Crocodile. Nice pass into Goat. Team 7 building something here, but that pass is not going to work out. Ricardo brings it away. Guard still has room to work. Looks for the through ball to the left, but Joker. Oh, that's a misplaced pass. He still makes it work, though. And now Crocodile has a man over on the left-hand side if he sees him. Decides for the through ball instead. And that is Notinho sending it out of play for a Team 7 throw-in, which immediately goes out for a goal kick for Team NUI. You can't give away opportunities like that at this level. They have done. Let's see if they're going to be able to make something work here. There's now the ball out to the left. It's Dieguito. Playing it now down the left-hand side for Shelton. Shelton. Roulette inside. Ball to the back post. Headed down by Ricardo. And Papinho just can't put it over the line. Panino, my apologies. It's now Team 7 trying to build something. This is Lucas. Back and forth. Guard intercepting. Soris will fake a couple of throws down the line, taking some time off the clock. Papinho wins that one. Panino. Goodness gracious. Team 7. They can try and make something work again. That through ball not going to work out. Lycano stuck to the attacker's back. This is Panino. Can't get in front of his man. This is Pedro turning one player, but not turning a second. Ricardo into Panino. Into Thor. Can't take it through. And Crocodile with a big, big clearance now. NUI running out of time to make something work here. As this ball through to the far side. It's now Shelton into Thor. It's Joker back to his centre back. And every second that ticks down now is a second that NUI will enjoy more and more. They really do want this win. They are currently second in the table. Though they can't improve that with a win right here. My apologies, they actually can. A win here would put them on 70 points for the season, which takes them just above Empire. But Empire would have 2 games in hand for top spot in the table. So, lots to play for. But NUI will be top after this game if they do get this victory. As Team 7 want to spoil that party. Crocodile to the right, but Shelton able to block that one off again. Libas. Right and left. Chip through ball over the top. Goat sends it away. This is now Panino. Looking for that through ball down the left. Is he offside? No, he isn't. Thor. Working the left channel. Trying to cut inside, but Plosive is there. Only 89 minutes gone on the clock. Just one more left of regulation. Not many more after that left of stoppage time, you would think. It's got to go forwards from Team 7. It has to be now. It will be Capati who will send this one long. It will be met by a NUI header. And the second ball is one as well. Oh, that's an awful challenge. But Diego still has the ball. He's got through a couple of challenges. He's going to try and get around the side. Panino! At the double is the striker for Team NUI. Stick a fork in this game because it is done. And there you go. Panino. A double for him. A brace, if you will. Gets the victory for Team NUI 2-0. And they march on up the table. Unfortunate for Team 7. But that is one of the harder games they will play. I'm not sure they're going to be too disheartened. We do have time now to take a quick break, so I will do that. But when we come back, we will have our third and final game of the night. UP Fluminenses taking on FTW, coming at you right after this.
of amber. Give me a breath, like the fire you'll soon remember. Ooh. I'll be in the flames until the end, I'm singing. Ooh. Gotta know it's broke again, but how do you do? For all the things that I've said, pushing me closer to the edge. Hand like John, now let loose. Don't mind if I do. For all the things that I've said, pushing me closer to the edge. Hand like John, now let loose. Don't mind if I do.
Never thought I'd believe in miracles. You made me realize that you're the only one. Don't need to tell me what the future holds. Oh, I'll be fine, 'cause we'll be laying in the sun. So you can let your head down. I'll hide all of your worries away, and we don't have to go now. I wish I could live this life on replay. Don't need to make plans, it's all in your hands. I'm too busy, I'm spending all my time with you. Driving through the states, don't know what awaits. It don't matter, I'm spending all my time with you. I'm spending all my time. I'm spending all my time with you. Oh, I'm spending all my time. I'm spending all my time with you. I've seen your smile light up the darkest rooms. I'll put your love on top, 'cause I know you will too. You get more beautiful like flowers bloom. I've never felt this yet, it feels like deja vu. So you can let your head down. I'll hide all of your worries away, and we don't have to go now. I wish I could live this life on replay. So you can let your head down. I'll hide all of my worries away, and we don't have to go now. I wish I could live this life on replay. Don't need to make plans, it's all in your hands. I'm too busy, I'm spending all my time with you. Driving through the states, don't know what awaits. It don't matter, I'm spending all my time with you. I'm spending all my time. I'm spending all my time with you. I'm spending all my time. I'm spending all my time with you. but I got no reception. I always wanna know what's wrong, but end up coming off too strong, and I just wanna help. Will you let me in? Will you let me in? Help me, help ya. Help me, help ya. I'll do what it takes. I'll make a mistake. I'll do what it takes. I'll make a mistake. And tell me how you're feeling, oh, 'cause I can't feel for you, no. Tell me all your deepest secrets are no fun. And I always wanna know what's wrong, but end up coming off too strong, and I just wanna help. Will you let me in? Will you let me in? Help me, help ya. Help me, help ya. I'll do what it takes. I'll make a mistake.
Welcome back, everybody, to the final portion of today's 3 games. We have got UP Fluminenses versus For the Win coming up for you. This is set to be an excellent, excellent game. For the Win currently 3rd in the table, 57 points. UP Fluminenses currently 5th with 48 points. 9 points at the start of play separate these two. How many will separate them after this game? It is a belter. It is huge, and it is happening very, very soon. But who is taking to the field, you might ask? Well, I've got all of the answers for you right here. These are the 2 rosters, and that doesn't look right, does it? Give me 1 second. I apologize profusely. I should be able just to do that. There you go. We've got that sorted, and then on the other side, it's a little bit of a similar story. There we go. Bosh. So now you can see everything that I needed you to see. On UP Fluminenses, we've got Dani Verde in goal. By the way, it's a 3-1-4-2. A very popular formation tonight. 3 centre-backs, Alex Sully, Boss, and Ricardinho. The CDM is Gomez. Then it's Braga, Barroso, Raposa, and Crimi making up the midfield before Alves and Canella up top. For the Win on the other side are playing a 3-5-2 with M. Bruno between the sticks. Angelo, Pavlidis, and Vip taking up the 3 centre-back roles. Then it's Ultra, Pinedo, Fabian, Hugo, Creativo, all in the midfield, with Deus Leo and Gontiu taking up the striker positions. Now, this is FTW playing a little bit differently to the way that we have seen a lot of people play so far. It's really interesting that every other team I think we've seen so far play today has played the 3-1-4-2, whereas FTW, they're favouring the 2 CDMs rather than just the 1 in the pivot, and they want that cam playing a little bit more advanced as well. So we'll see how that stacks up against anything that's going on, but we are just waiting for the invite to be sent. Once it is, we will be able to get into this game. 3rd versus 5th, folks. It's a really, really important game in the context of both team seasons. You know, there's a little bit of bragging rights as well, but both of these teams are going to want to kind of explore. I don't believe... actually, these two probably have met earlier this season. I wonder if I will be able to find out what that score was. Give me a moment. I will do my best to let you know what the previous score of For the Win versus Fluminenses was. Does not look like it's going to be here. Fluminenses versus FTW. That is obviously being played tonight. I am not able to... Oh, yeah, I am. There we go. Let's try that. don't know that I can update it, though. There we go. Okay, that's fine. So we are currently on here. Let's go back. FTW versus Fluminenses. I'm going to look for it. I'm going to find it for you because we still haven't got things kicked off. And I feel like I just want to. There we go. Last time these two teams met, it was on the 5th of February. Over a month ago now, and it did end 1-1. FTW and Fluminenses played out a 1-1 draw last time they met. So we will see if that remains. And I think the only two players really are the goal. Actually, Fluminenses have changed their goalkeeper. Interesting. FTW still with the same keeper. And Bruno. And I think the same three in front of him as well. Angelo, Pavlidis, and Vip. Yep, those three all played in that game. Ultra, Pinedo, Fabian, Hugo, Creativo. Yep, that midfield is the same. And Deus gone to you. It's the same FTW 11 that played against Fluminenses earlier this season. The same cannot be said for Fluminenses, as it's they had Alex Sully, Xboss, and Ricardinho playing in defense. Today, Alex is replaced by Raposa. In the midfield, they had Gomez, Braga. No, sorry. In the midfield, they had Danny, Joao, Bernas, Gomez, and Sardau. I think only one of those has stuck around. Raposa has made his way from defense into midfield, so that's very interesting for us. But doesn't matter, as the game is about to get underway. We just need to make sure that both teams have all of their players in the lobby, and then we will get this final game of the day boxed off and ready for everybody. Of course, if you enjoy the Pro Clubs content that PFL puts out, come back every single Wednesday at roughly 8:20 p.m. GMT. We will be here bringing you some of the best around the European Pro Clubs circuit. We do have 22 players in the lobby, so I will cut over to the game right now as we get underway for UP Fluminenses versus For the Win, and it will be Fluminenses kicking left to right in their white kit. It is very nicely embossed with some light blue. Meanwhile, FTW kicking right to left in their kind of charcoal kit with white text. And now this is a ball forwards. It will be FTW trying to pick this up. These two teams, remember, played out a draw last time they met. Both teams scored in that game. We'll see if we get the same. Creativo, captain, working the right channel. Going right and left, back and forth. Now we'll go all the way back to Vip on that right side of the three centre-backs. Pinedo through to Gontieu, into Nuno, into Pinedo. Now it's Fabian, can't find a way through. Now this is Ultra into Deus, looking for that finesse shot from the corner. He's actually got finesse shot plus, so not a bad option. Deus now, chipped ball, centre circle. Centre circle? Sorry, penalty spot. Just not going to be able to find it. A couple of tiki-taka passes, but that one's not good from Sosa. It will go out on the far side for a Fluminenses throw-in. Works through. There's a chance here. It will be cleared away by Pinedo. Now Fabian tries to squeeze that through. Just can't do so. It's going to be Braga out to the right-hand side where Lines is waiting. Lines now looking right and left. Going byline. Getting inside. Sosa clears it away. Now the header inside to Nuno. We'll drop it down to Gontieu. Now looks for a simple ball to Creativo. Just trying to keep the ball surrounded by two. Wins a throw-in. Nice work from the For the Win winger. And there is a foul in the play there. So it will now be Fluminenses who take over the possession. Just before the halfway line, and it will be Daniel now working inside to Contumel. Into Barroso. That's a nice pass to Braga. Cristivo. Now it's Lines. Looking for the ball into the middle. Cleared away by Vip. Back in by Barso. And that is gone to you now. Daniel. So just let me get this right. We've got a Creativo on FTW and we've got a Cristivo on the side of Fluminenses. That's not going to get confusing at all. Down the right-hand side, it will be out for a FTW throw-in. And it's been a bitty start to this game. Lots of stopping and starting. Not too many chances. Back heel, though, through to Deus is very nice indeed. As he cuts to the byline. Has a man inside. Will go to the back post instead. Headed back. Chance for Fabian. Can he turn his man? Yes, he can. He can't turn the second. Hang on a moment. It's all happening. Ping pong in the box. Eventually, Danny just clears it behind his own goal line for a corner to FTW. For the win. Looking for just that, but headed away by Fluminenses. Now Barroso into Kamala. Creativo. Vip. Just booming that one high into the stands for a Fluminenses throw. It's sent in. And actually, this is going to be Barroso. Just starting to move back to their centre backs. Our Fluminenses. Braga. Ooh, that's a misplaced pass. Deus collect. Gone to you. Plays a through ball to Fabian. The long leg sticks out. Fluminenses have the ball back. Chips ball to the left side. Headed down to Creativo. It's now Canella. Get through. Gone to you for FTW. For the through ball. Alex Sully clears that one away. So gone to you now. Plays it down the line. Headed away by Alex. It's now Creativo back in. Working inside. Gone to you to Pinedo. And this is nice one-touch passing from FTW. Deus looks forwards. Decides to go back. This is Nuno. To Pinedo, into Deus, looking for the finesse shot. And it will just go wide of the post. But FTW knocking on the door. Getting closer and closer. Alex Sully into Barroso, into Daniel. Now, Bula. Sivo into Canella. Looking for the through ball. Sosa's read that all the way through. Nuno into Fabian. Oh, and he might have actually been able to find Gontieu, who's been able to break through on the right wing. Pass inside to Deus. He does have a man on the left. Decides not to use him instead. Goes to Fabian. Pinedo. All of the pace has been taken out of this attack from FTW. And they are going to have to reset. Angelo. Cross to his centre-back partner Sosa. Back to Angelo. Now looks inside. Braga intercepting. But Ultra just gets a foot in. It's enough to send it out for a throw into Fluminenses. Lines looks down the line. Now this is Creativo into Daniel. Through ball is so badly judged. But this is now Creativo. Oh, green timed as well. Chance at the back post for Canella. And Bruno almost made a hash of that one. Got down well, but didn't hold on. In the end, managed to smother the ball. There's more chances here for Fluminenses. They are in the ascendancy. They just need to stop giving the ball away in those positions. Now this is on the right-hand side with Deus for FTW. Ball towards the penalty spot is brought down by Aldris. Hit the post. Back in, surely. No. Barroso able to send it clear. And now both teams have got a claim to should have been 1-0 up. Ultra to the byline. Cuts it back. Header not won by Creativo, and there's a chance here it will be sent clear. Goodness. FTW down the line. Deus. Now for the fake cross. It's Ultra. Back to Pinedo. Inside to Fabian. Looking for that through ball. Cleared away by Daniel, though. It's well picked up by Creativo for Fluminenses. Now working down the left wing. Does not have a lot of help. Will have to go alone, and is cutting right the way to the byline. Ball towards the back post. Easy collection by Bruno. We are in added time of the first half. This will be the final attack. It's a long ball over the top. It's won, I think, by an FTW head, but eventually Daniel cleans that one up. And we are 0-0 at the break between UP Fluminenses and FTW. Would you have expected anything less from these two evenly matched sides. It is very, very even. As we now just wait. Difficult to say who we think is going to win this one. I mean, I've brought you back to the wrong screen. My apologies. I should have brought you back here. You can see the teams right in front of you. Fluminenses versus FTW. We thought was going to be the better game of the day. We got out of the traps with an absolute blinder between Capacitanes and Famalicao. Team 7 versus Team NUI was fascinating, but this one, different prospect altogether. Third place FTW playing fifth place Fluminenses. They are 0-0 at the break. Let's see if Creativo has any creativity to try and break that 0-0. As now the ball low driven. Will be easily collected by Fluminenses. Ball over the top. Out to the right hand side. Headed down. And this is every person who does this is worst nightmare, where the players' banners, the players' names, they have gone from the top of the players. There we go. They're back. Vip. Into Fabian. It's Nuno. Into Pinedo. Up to the left to Ultra. Gets a step over. Through one. Looking for the byline. No. Braga will collect for Fluminenses. Now looking for that ball up the line. Angelo collects. And FTW, they maintain possession in their half. I would suspect a draw is probably more acceptable for the FTW squad than it is for the Fluminenses team. FTW, of course, 9 points ahead of Fluminenses before a ball was kicked tonight. And that will likely continue as Boss plays this one across. It's Contumi to Alex Sully. Back to Contumi, and Fluminenses trying to carve a way through, trying to break this press, and they are doing that now with Creativo moving down the line. Creativo is tackled by Creativo, as it turns out. Gone to you. Working right and left. Oh, that's a bad challenge. That will be a booking for Fluminenses. I think everybody probably saw that coming. It was a tactical foul. Creativo will play this one short to Fabian, who looks for the immediate crossfield ball, and the header won by Angelo. So Deus now works inside to Nuno, back to Creativo. Looks for some trickery. It's a roulette inside, and Alex will be able to send it away. Headed down by Pinedo, but Fluminenses, they're able to bring it through. Creativo inside to Boa, who now has Daniel. Now this is room for Braga to work, and just cannot thread the pass through. Daniel once again has the ball. Boa now. It's Creativo sending it away. Fabian into Gontieu. Gontieu trying to work through. No, Alex able to pick it up for his team. Daniel into Creativo. Now Boa. Inside, but Anticipate Plus coming through for Vip. And now that big clearance from FTW. Looking for the striker. Boss wins the header. Pinedo wins it back for FTW. It's now Gontieu. Out onto the right for Creativo. Goes back to Vip. And now this is Souza with 66 minutes gone. There's Deus. Once again for that through ball, but these really important key passes just not making their way through from either side as it stands. Boa into Creativo, but he's wrestled off the ball by Nuno. And now it's Gontieu. There's a couple of runners. We'll find Creativo on the right wing. Looks for the ball inside, but he's being beaten by Boa. There's now Daniel into Canella. Canella has two runners. He goes to Lines, who is on a booking. Will be out to the left-hand side for Deus for FTW, though. As now that ball is nice to Gontieu. The striker working towards the goal line. Ball to the back post, headed in. No, it's onto the crossbar. It's back to Deus, who is able to slot into an empty net. The fake hamstring injury celebration. The ball in was lovely. You really thought they were going to score off the header from Creativo, but it hits the crossbar and Who is there to mop up but Deus and FTW? They just cannot stop winning. Fluminenses have 15 minutes of in-game time to bring this scoreline to what it was over a month ago. Back to that 1-1. Long kick from the keeper. Vip equal to it. So Braga now takes it, but Pinedo. Great anticipation as Fabian. Working down the left. This is now a time-wasting exercise for FTW. Ultra inside to Gonsiu. They want another one! Gonsiu cuts back. Low driven into the bottom left corner. The keeper dived early. Thought maybe his leg was going to be able to save it, but it ends up just bouncing into the net. And FTW have doubled their lead. And they could be 12 points clear of Fluminenses by the time this game is over, especially if passes like that continue not going their way. They won't find their way further up the table, but they will be 7 points behind Team NUI with a game in hand. But Fluminenses maybe not done yet. Vip, fantastic block. Now this is Gontier. One of the goal scorers for FTW. Oh, that's a bad challenge by Fluminenses, but still FTW with the ball. Creativo working it back to Vip, and I mentioned earlier it's a time-wasting exercise. It certainly is now. And I don't think Fluminenses are going to be attacking them too much either. This is working around the back lines. Horrible, horrible tackles going in from Fluminenses. You can understand their frustrations. As Ultra on the left now with Deus. He got things started for his team here today. He scored the first goal. Ultra's going to take a shot. Danny, easy save. Less than a minute to go in regular time. Fluminenses looking to get at least one goal back. Try and save that goal difference, but it's not going to happen like that. Creativo, long ball over the top. Only one added minute of play. And that pass isn't going to find anyone. Ultra takes it through. One final attack for FTW to try and make it 3. And Fabian has a good chance. Balls to the back post. Headed downwards. And up from centre back. It is Vip. He's had a great game marshalling the defense. And he's got a goal to boot. Great work from him. There you have it for the win. 3-0 victors against UP Fluminenses. Huge game for them. Fluminenses back to the drawing board, you'd have to say. As, yeah, really, unfortunately not able to get too much. Of course, Vip gets man of the match. A 9.2 on the game as for his rating. Great work. He was solid all game. And absolutely deserving of that MVP. Deus a close second with 8.7. And gone to you with 8.6. But that's going to do it here on the PFL Esports channel. Let me just check if the league has live updated, because I believe it does. It certainly does. So we can take a quick look at the league table as it stands with the results from that have been reported so far from tonight. And here they are. Team NUI still top of the tree, 70 points. From a possible a lot. Only lost 1, drawn 4. Maintaining that winning record. Second place, Empire. Yet not played tonight. FTW will not have put through their result. But of course, they just got a big win up to 60 points. As they beat Fluminenses. Famalicao, they got beaten 2-0. So they won't move. Fluminenses the same. Team 7. Unable to beat Team NUI. So they'll stay where they are as well. Other results. Today, Capacitanes getting that big victory, starting to work their way back up the table. They've not reported that yet, so they will go up to 13th. And as for everyone else, it's pretty much as you were. So that's it for PFL First Division action tonight. But we will be back in a week's time, 8:20 p.m. GMT, right back here on the PFL Esports YouTube channel. But until then, take care, and we will see all of you over there.